ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुर्गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्ददामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीं। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सश्रुधिर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। भीष्मद्रोणतडा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोपला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी वर्कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः। पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगण्डोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितम्। लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं बुधा भूयाद्भारतपङ्कजं कलिमरप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यां दं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः। Okay, we have been discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We are on the third chapter and we are on the eighth, we finished sixth. We finished sixth verse in the last class. Karmendriyani samyamya ya aste manasa smaran indriyarthan vimudhatma mithyacharassa uchyate. Anyone who is not doing any outward physical work, okay, who is not doing any outside physical work, doesn't mean that he is attaining sannyasam, because his mind is still in the vishayaha. The mind is still dwelled upon the vishaya. So all that one who is sitting and then doing meditation with his hands and legs all bound, sitting somewhere but not thinking of Bhagavan or not without any thoughts, it is impossible. This person will have the karma vasana in him. Because of that karma vasana in him, he will be thinking about whatever his karma vasana leads to. A person who is a scientist, he will be thinking about his science, whatever he has been learning. A person who is like Arjuna, whose swadharmam is Ch-3 dharmam, he will be thinking about what all things I was supposed to be doing, etc. So his mind will be dwelling on things which he is not doing with his hands and legs bound. That is what is karma vasana. Karma vasana is the urge to do something, but the mind is dwelling on that, but physically he is not doing anything. This is what is, these people are actually very dangerous to the society. This is very much evident in those people who are taking into sannyasa with kashayam, etc. But they have got a lot of karma vasana in them if they have. But if they are also doing whatever karma they are doing as a Bhagavad Arpanam, okay, as a Ishvara Puja, then they will also get rid of this karma vasana. But they are generally, their karma vasana is only very little. Only is little bit remaining. Whereas the people like Grihastha, the karma vasana will be very much, because we all of us, we had some interest in this world. That is why we started working for making money, and then getting married, and then children, and then making houses and buying cars, etc. So this is all because of karma vasana in each of us. That is the reason why we had. So is it bad? It's not bad. So long as we have this knowledge, with this knowledge, if we are trying to reduce our karma vasana, that can only be possible by doing a karma. So anyone who does not understand the karma rahasyam, what will happen is, this person, without really understanding the karma vasana or the karma rahasyam, he will continue to dwell on these things in his mind without doing any physical activity. So without doing any physical work, this person is thinking about those works, is a mithyacharaha. Okay, this is how we have to understand the whole thing. Now we'll go to the next verse. We finished this in the last class, so this is just a recap. We'll go to the 7th one. Then then how a yogi will work? That is the next verse. Next verse is just the opposite to this. Yastvindriyani manasa niyamyarabhate arjuna karmendriyai karma yogamasaktasya visishyate. This is just the opposite of the mithyacharaha. Hey Arjuna, yaha tu one manasa indriyani niyamya. Okay, manasa indriyani niyamya. What sort of manas? The mind which has the intellectual understanding. That is lakshya. And what is the intellectual understanding? Is that my swarupam is anandam. I am having ragadvesham. My ragadvesham is what is it covering my atma, covering my swarupam. One who has this knowledge in him, and his aim in life is to get rid of this raga and dvesha. Okay, this is lakshya bodham. He has the goal in him, that remove raga dvesham and reveal myself, my swarupam. This is the lakshya bodham. With that mind, who controls the indriyas? Okay, with that mind, he controls the indriyas. That is what you have to understand. Not the other way around. There, he is externally, his karmendriyas are controlled, but inside he is thinking about all his vishayaha, all that sense objects. Whereas here, his control of the sense organs is based on the lakshya, based on this knowledge of Vedanta. Okay, so this we have to be we have to understand this very clearly. Indriyani niyamya, we'll elaborate this. Asaktaha. Whenever you hear the word asaktaha, asaktaha means me and mine attitude is not there. There is nothing that is mine. I don't possess anything. Everything that is here everything is God's. Nothing is mine. So me and mine is what is, we don't want that. Me and mine. That person is asaktaha. Okay. That person is asaktaha. Asaktaha. Karmendriyahi karmayogam arambhate. So this person does his actions, whatever is his swadharma, whatever his Swadharma. Swadharma means whatever he is doing, whatever work he is doing, whatever job he is doing, that is his Swadharma. One who is doing his Swadharma, okay, at the same time, Karma Yogam Arambhade. Karma Yogam Arambhade means he is bringing his mind to equanimity, he is bringing his mind to steadiness while he is in inaction. When he is doing his Swadharma, why he is doing Swadharma? Reduce our Karma Vasana. The urge to be this and that is getting reduced. While doing it, see, the point is very clear. When you want to be something else and etc., that will lead to more bondage. It will lead to more Karma Vasana. How do you know? Our own experience only. Think about our past, we will know it. So, one who is reducing all the karma to be done as yajnam. See, this verse is a definition of Karma Yoga. This particular verse is the definition. What is the definition? Yastvindriyani manasa niyamya aravade arjuna, okay, asaktaha Karmendriyehi karmayogam arambhade saha visishyate. He attains Naishkarmya Siddhi. He becomes Sthita Prajna. Who? One who is in action, whatever action he is doing, whatever karma he is doing, when these karma are done asaktaha, without for my personal benefit, without thinking that the objects that I am handling, or the money, or the property, or the body, right? The body, everything that we are utilizing by doing our actions, these actions, I am not doing these actions for me or mine. With this attitude, for what you are doing then? What actions we are doing is for Loka Sangraham, for the benefit of others, right? Anything, let it be any work. See, suppose in the morning, suppose somebody is cooking home, right? So, as soon as we get up and then when you are cooking, what is this Agni? It's Bhagavan. The gas lighter that we burn, it is Bhagavan, it is God, it is. That clear understanding. Then when we put a vessel and then pour water, water is Bhagavan only. Water, without water anything is possible. You think Yopam Pushpam Veda Pushpavan Prajavan. What is that? Mantra Pushpam. Mantra Pushpam is all the glory of waters, right? So the same water we are putting in a vessel and then we are pouring rice. What is rice? Anna Lakshmi. So Bhagavan. It is. So when we cook also, it is we are cooking for the benefit of others. For the benefit of others. When we are eating, what is that? Pranaya Swaha, Apanaya Swaha. The first 5 or 6, what we do with the Parishejanam. Some people do it. But with this, what is it? This is, we are offering this to own body. This body itself is an expression of God. Anything, right from the sun, moon, all that, it is an expression of Bhagavan itself. It's a Brahman. If you don't want to call Brahman, you can take it as Bhagavan. If you don't want to Bhagavan, you can say Bodham. Or if you want in English, you can say consciousness. Right? So all these are all names. But the thing that because of which everything else shines. Right? When we do this, all our actions as yajnam. Yajnam, not for me or mine. This me and mind attitude, asaktaha. That is what is saha visishyate. He attains moksham. He attains sthita prajnatvam. He realizes his own self. So, all that actions, which includes going to temples, doing pujas, doing our day, suppose anyone is doing puja at home, or somebody is going for a tirtha yatra, that is included in Swadharma. Okay, everything else is included in Swadharma. All those actions. And suppose you do not differentiate between those actions and the other work that we do at home or in the office or doing whatever be the work. If it is with that attitude, if that individual is doing his job, doing his work, that work becomes Brahmarpanam. Okay, so people general, the confusion is that only those, the religious acts are only is going to benefit, other actions that is separate, right? That is nothing like that. All the actions that you do, taking care of the family, taking care of your parents, taking care of the people around you, taking care of the environment, giving something to the birds and animals and plants, watering the plant, whatever it is, or going to the office and doing this, or going to the space also, to scientists, space scientists. Does it mean that the space scientists is, these people are separate from getting moksha or something? No. Moksham is for everyone. Why? Because that is our true nature. Anandam is our true nature. Without realizing this, people think this is good and that is bad. No work, no action is superior, no action is inferior here. But one who realizes this, one who understands this karma rahasyam, his actions are done when it is done as a karma yogam. That is the definition here. Karma yogam definition is this particular yast indriyani manasa niyamyarabade arjuna karma indriyehi karma yogam asaktaha savishishyate. He only realizes self. He only realizes this Atma. So, what we have to do? We have to reduce our ragam and dvesham, likes and dislikes. These likes and dislikes are the main issue in us. How can there be a difference? See, here the one word we have to remember here. See, manasa indriyani niyamya. Okay, manasa indriyani niyamya. The same thing will come in another verse also, where there also Bhagavan says indriyani niyamya. I think I forgot the verse. Indriyani niyamya. Niyamya means you teach your sense organs. What are you teaching your sense organs? The sense organs, you are teaching sense organs that everything is God only. That is what you are teaching. Suppose you are saying this mic. Yeah, this mic, this is Bhagavan here. This is Bhagavan. How do you know? See, we know Taittiriya Upanishad, we all know, right? We have learned Taittiriya Upanishad. Tasmadva etasmad atmana akashas sambhutaha. From this Atma, Atma means Brahman or Bhagavan. From this tasmadva etasmad atmana akashas sambhutaha. Space came. Then akashad vayuhu. From space, air. From air, fire. Then from fire, waters. From water, this Prithvi. Okay, this earth. And from this earth, Prithvi, Oshadeha. From Oshadeha means plants. From the plants, Annat, Purushaha, all the jivas came. This is Taittiriya Upanishad. Now you think about this very simply. This is nothing which is beyond our imagination or nothing. You think from where this earth came, from where this the sun came, where this all that planets and things like that, from where? You just imagine for a second, from where they all came from space. Is it not? Think about it. It is from space. If you want, even science tells Big Bang theory, etc. You can read, or you take quantum theory, or any of this science. You take the science also. Science is no different from Vedanta. Science, you understand science. Science only goes up to space. Science doesn't go beyond space. That's all. So you understand that. We all know that everything that you see and smell and taste in this universe is come from space. Is it not? This is what says. From space, everything else emerged. Right? Everything is in space. So, everything that has come from space will go back to space. And anything that has come from space, see, chapati, if chapati has come from atta, what is this chapati? It's atta only, is it not? Think about it. If chapati, or you make something else, biscuits you make out of this atta. From atta you make so many things. Ultimately, what are all these? They are ultimately atta only. Is it not? So if everything that you see around here has come from space, everything is space. Is it not? That much we understand. Can you see space? Yes, we see space because the air, suppose I show this between these two fingers, there is space. Is it not? And do we understand space here? Yes, we know space because we can see space here. Is it not? We see space. Then what do we not see? Beyond space we are unable to see. Think carefully, think carefully. Up to space we can see, right? We can see with the space. We can see space. Here there is, between these two fingers there is space. In this space we see there is air there, is it not? And the air has got some temperature, so we know heat is there. And the air is having some moisture, is it not? And in this space, in between these fingers, here there is no dust there. Dust is nothing but earth. So like that, earth, fire, water, air, space, etc., we are able to use our sense organs to perceive. But what we have to understand is, where is this space sitting? Where is this space? The space is in your consciousness. The space is in our consciousness. That Bhagavan, that consciousness is expressing itself as the space. So, it is like this. I told earlier also, it's a perfect example. Suppose you want to see something, you can see that with a torch, right? Anything you can see with the torch. But if you want to see the battery, can you see the battery? You cannot. You remove the battery and then put it in front, there will not be light, because it is the battery that is causing it to shine, to light. The torch light comes out, the power comes out because of this battery. Like that, the space expresses itself as space because of that God, because of Bhagavan. So the Bhagavan is behind the space. But we say we can't see Bhagavan here. We can't see Brahman here. We can see space, but we can't see Bhagavan. So I doubt. This is the doubt. So in Chandogya Upanishad, okay, Uddalaka Maharshi clearly explains his son Shvetaketu. Okay, he explains, beta, son, if you don't see something, don't think it is not there. If you don't see something, it doesn't mean it is not there. He says, he tells him, you bring the seed of a banyan tree. He brings the seed of a banyan tree, the small one. He tells him, okay, what do you see? He says, I see seed. Okay, you break it. So the Shvetaketu breaks it. Breaks this seed. What do you see? Nothing. Again you break it. Can you see something? No, I don't see anything. Again you break it. So he makes it into pieces and then he says, can you see anything in this seed? He says nothing. But then if you don't see anything inside this, where this banyan tree has come from? This whole big banyan tree, where this has come from? He says it has come from here only. But can you see that big banyan tree inside the seed? No. But does that mean that if you don't see a banyan tree inside this seed, does it mean that this seed doesn't have whatever is necessary for this banyan tree to come out? So don't think that it is not there inside the seed means there is no space, that there is no banyan tree there. Can you suppose you put the seed inside, banana tree will come or a rose flower plant will come. No, only banyan tree will come, is it not? So we don't see something doesn't mean it is not there. Okay. Then another example, Uddalaka Maharshi says, take a glass of water. This is from Chandogya Upanishad. Anyone has got, you can refer. If you have got a glass of water, he tells Shvetaketu, bring some salt. Put it inside. Mix it. Once it is mixed, now in the water can you see salt? He says, no, I cannot see salt. Okay, you can't see salt now, you touch. He put his finger inside. Now can you Now do you know there is salt there? He says no. Now also I don't see. Okay, you smell it. He smells. Still he couldn't find. He tells him, okay, put it in your tongue. Put it on tongue. Yes, salt is there. So you used all other 4 sense organs. You couldn't find. Does that mean that it is not there? Salt you can't see, you can't smell, you can't feel. But it is salt is there, is it not? Yes. How did you not taste it? Why did you taste it? It is there. So that means don't think certain things are not there only because you can't see. The same way, Brahman is what it is. From Brahman, the whole world emerged. Yeto va imani bhuyan, yeto va imani bhutani jayante. Ye najata nijivanti yat prayantya bisamvishanti. All that has come, it is existing for some time and it goes back into something, is what it is. Atma, Brahman. From Brahman, the space is expressing. Even the space, to know that it is space, it is because of Brahman. The way, how do you know? By knowing myself. By knowing myself. I see myself. This body expresses itself because of Brahman. I am able to know anything, including this body, including this world, because of Brahman. The same way, that which appears as space is the existence of the space is because of Brahman. Brahman is what it is. Brahman expresses as space. Brahman expresses as earth. Brahman expresses as this body. Brahman expresses as all that is in this world, in this universe. Then you tell me, what is the problem in thinking that everything is God? Where this me and my thought came here? This is the problem. When we think me and mine without realizing the truth, why we didn't know? We don't know why we didn't know. But now we know. Yes. We didn't know. Fine. But now we know. That's correct. Once we know, what we have to do? We have to get rid of this me and mine. Me and mine, if we slowly, is it possible to do in one day? No, it's not possible. That to get rid of this me and mine, we have to practice karma yogam, because the ignorance is so much embedded in our brains, in our mind. To get rid of it, we do our job, we do our karma, remove this vasana of me and mine. That is what is karma yogam. That is what manasa indriyani niyamya. You teach your mind. You teach your sense organs. What you see is God only. What you smell is God. What you taste is God. What you hear is God. Shabda, Sparsa, Rupa, Rasa, Gandham, everything is God only. This you teach. When we teach this again and again and again, slowly we will get rid of this me and mine. When me and mine is gone, Raga Dvesham is gone. Likes and dislikes are slowly removed, and then that Anandam in us reveals itself. Because our true nature is Anandam. There are so many examples. A small child who is born, you see how happily the child runs and happily. What you give a small, little bit something, the child is happy, right? So this is also an example. So like that, our true nature is Anandam. Because of our Raga Dvesham, likes and dislikes, we are suffering. The suffering is only because of Raga Dvesham. Remove the thickness of this Raga Dvesham. Remove it slowly, slowly, slowly. That is what we are doing by doing Karma Yoga. That is the Karma Yoga. We'll go to the next one. So there can be one question in Arjuna. Okay, sir, you are saying that I should do karmas, I should not leave this yuddham. Will it not cause karma vasana? Sorry, I think we missed the eighth verse, yeah, before that. Eighth verse is, Niyatam kuru. So 7th verse is clear, right? There is no question. Yes to Indriyani. 8th verse will go. Niyatam kuru karmatvam karmajyayo hya karmanaha sharira yatra pichate na prasiddheda karmanaha. Tvam niyatam karma kuru. You do whatever is your swadharma. You do your swadharma. How do you know your swadharma? As per your guna ghatana, as per your, we discuss this, as per our sattva, rajas, tamo gunas, whatever is your job, which you are doing happily, which you are doing it as of now. Okay? Just continue it with the knowledge. Niyatam kuru karma. Tvam niyatam kuru karma. Karma akarmanaha jyayaha. Karma, doing karma is akarmanaha jyayaha. It is always better than not doing your karma. Okay? Doing karma is always better than not doing your karma. Not only that, apicha akarmanaha te, if you don't do your niyatam karma, if you don't practice your own swadharma, then Sharira yatra na prasiddhed. The purpose of this life will be totally wasted. The purpose of this life, jivaya, sharira yatra pi na prasiddhed. The purpose of this body, we will discuss this. The purpose of this body will not be fulfilled. See, why we have embodied, why this body has come into existence. The purpose of this body is, there are two reasons. There are two reasons for the purpose of this body. One, prarabdha karma to be finished. Prarabdha karma to be exhausted fully. One. Second is sanchita karma to be burnt in jnanam. All the sanchita karma to be cleared. We don't want any sanchita karma. What does that mean? What is prarabdha karma and what is sanchita karma? We have explained this earlier also, but again we will just do a refresh. Sanchita karma is, you can correlate it as all that fixed deposits you have. This I have explained earlier also. All the fixed deposits that you have, okay, that is called sanchita karma. All that karma will produce some vasana in you, in us, something, some urge to do something. That is what is sanchita karma. Out of that, an FD, when it gets matured, okay, the matured FD is this body. So this body came with a matured FD. It's like a matured FD. So there is no way we can get rid of this prarabdha. See, even this body is called prarabdha shariram. If you have heard in Vedanta, prarabdha shariram is this. This body which has come into existence into this world is because of the prarabdha. What is the prarabdha? Prarabdha is the matured FD. Matured FD. That's it. It's simple as that. And what is sanchitam? Oh, there are many FDs still to be matured. Okay. So, this body has come into existence. Now we have to get rid of this prarabdha karma, which can only be done by using this body. Till the body falls off, the prarabdha will be there. But there is a way to burn it. The only way to burn it is the karma vasana to be completely exhausted. So there is certain karma vasanas in us. That karma vasana to be reduced. And what is agami karma? The three are there. Sanchita karma, prarabdha karma and agami karma. Agami karma is what we are going to deposit again in that FD. More deposits when we do, more fixed deposits. After say 10 years, okay, I finished my some qualification and then okay, you put one more FD there. And then okay, I'm buying a house and saying, okay, another FD. So like that, the karma vasana we are putting into that. this will add up to that Sanchita karma. So already some FDs are there, out of that we are adding more. Suppose there are 100 FDs, 101, 102 like that. After doing many karma, after doing one karma, we say, okay, I want to become something else. Okay, immediately this is gone. Like that, it goes there. But how not to make agami karma is that do your work without getting attached to the result. Okay, when you do that, then this agami will go. No more desire in me. How can you be no desire at all? It is only can be done only through the tattva jnanam. Only by this world, the objects of this world will not give you happiness. So I don't need anything for my happiness because I am happiness. I am anandam. This knowledge will only get rid of agami. Okay, when we are doing this again and again, this prarabdha karma vasana also will finish in between. Don't think that prarabdha karma will stay till the last breath. If we practice, this karma vasana will get rid in between. After that, there is no prarabdha karma. See, this is, we have to think about it. We have to think and work on it. The prarabdha karma will get exhausted when there is no more desire when the body is fit. Okay, to simply speaking, when the body is fit and fiddle, that time itself, if there is no more karma vasana, you are jivan muktaha. There is no more karma vasana in us. There is absolutely nothing that remains. No more desire. I am happy ever. Whether the body is there, whether the body goes, doesn't matter. I am that Atma Swarupam. There is no death for me. The death is for this body and I am not this body. Right? The mind is already dwelled on Bhagavan. There is nothing in nothing. I don't need anything, I only Bhagavan. Because I am the Bhagavan Swarupam it is. Aham Brahmasmi is the nature. This is nature, true nature. How do you know? Aham Brahmasmi means, what does that mean? It means that there is nothing other than God. So there is no other. I don't see myself as different from you. I don't see the birds and animals and the sin. Yaschasa dityesa yekaha sarvam khalvidam brahma. Sarvam khalvidam brahma. Whatever is there in this universe is Brahma. This knowledge will get rid of. There is jivan muktaha in between. And then what about sanchita karma? Something is remaining, no? Initially we discussed, is it not? There is some sanchita karma, and from the sanchita karma a little bit of thing came out as this prarabdha karma. Then what about the balance? Please understand, that was the last FD. This is the last FD. This is the last FD. Believe. This prarabdha karma with this body has taken, this is the last FD. There is no more FD there. Be clear about it. Okay? This body, this final FD which is already matured, there is no way. You have to spend all that in that final FD. You should not leave anything balanced. And don't put any more FD there. So, karma vasana to be exhausted. That is prarabdha karma. There is no more sanchita karma. How do you know it? Only by constant karma yogam, practice karma yoga, bring the mind to equanimity, by which there is no more sanchita karma. Because how do you burn sanchita karma? See, the jnanena sanchita karma is burnt. That is what Tattvabodham says. Through jnanam, sanchita karma is burnt. But this is how it is burnt. Understand that this is the last FD. So very clearly understand. And it takes a lot of effort. We have to practice this. While practicing our karma yoga, get rid of this me and mine attitude. There is nothing mine. There is nothing. Practice this karma yoga. Then know that there is no more sanchita karma there. Understand it. By clear understanding, whenever any karma vasana is there, don't force it. But when the karma vasana is there, understand it, know it, watch it like a sakshi. Watch your mind. Why it is getting disturbed? What is the cause of my disturbance of the mind? Analyze it. When we are analyzing it, we will know that it has got some connection with me and mine. It will have some connection with me and mine. That is the reason. Okay, no problem. Watch it. Understand it. It will go away. it will go away. It will reduce the disturbance with which it caused. The disturbance will come. It will reduce.
Breaking, sir?
Sorry.
Why is this breaking, sir?
The voice is breaking.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I don't know. The speed is good here. Voice is breaking continuously. Or
No, sir. No.
is it breaking? Voice is breaking?
No.
I think.
It is okay, sir.
Okay, I think maybe, sir, your internet speed, maybe it is because of that. Don't worry, if you can put off your video, maybe it will improve. If you put off your video, it will improve for you. Okay, so this is how this. Please keep muted, sir. Please keep muted. Yeah. So this is how we are getting rid of the burning the sanjita karma. Niyatam kuru karmatvam karmajyayo hyakarmanaha sharira yatra pinate pichate na prasiddheda karmanaha. If we don't practice this, the sarira yatra also becomes waste. This yatra, the purpose of this life, the body which is there, which is doing its job, with the purpose of this body is to get rid of all your karma vasanas, that will not be fulfilled if we don't practice this. How can we practice this reduction of karma vasana without doing karma? We cannot get rid of the karma vasana by not doing karma. There is some karma vasana in us, but I will not do anything. How can you get rid of it? We have to work. One, Arjuna has got karma vasana for war. He has to fight. He has to do the war. He has to get rid of his karma vasana. And how can he get rid of it? By doing the whatever job he has to do as a Kshatriya, he must exhaust it as Brahmarpanam. It's all God's wish. It's all Ishwararpanam. He has to do that. If someone, a homemaker, has to get rid of this homemaking vasana, the person has to do a homemaker. If somebody is an engineer, he has to get rid of this by working as an engineer. A scientist has to work he has to get rid of it by staying in place. He cannot run away. Nobody can run away from their work. Because avashah karmakari, earlier we discussed, everyone is a slave to the gunas. That gunas can be changed only by tattva bodham. So the guna gadana to be slowly changed, tamas to rajas to tattvam, right? So see, the whole thing is as I told you, it's a number lock. You have to match all the numbers, then only the lock will open. That is why I am combining all this. We have to put your mind in that. All that, whatever has been taught so far, we have to put everything together, right? So, by staying in the karma, that is what he says, karma akarmanaha jyayaha. Doing your karma is always better than not doing karma, because the karma vasana is there. That is why Krishna says, Arjuna, don't run away, don't become a sannyasi or bhikshu. You do your duty as a kshatriya. So, in the same way, we all have to do our job, but as a karma yogam. We have to do our job, whatever we are. This is what. So, see, many people interpret Bhagavad Gita as two accusations is I have seen. One is, it says that do your karma always, you can't this thing. One. Another is, Bhagavad Gita says, puts people into tamasic mode. They make people lazy. Both are not correct. The Bhagavad Gita does not make anyone lazy. One. Second thing, it is not promoting doing karma again and again and again till the last breath you do your karma. It does not do that. Both are not there. It just says that reduce your karma vasana, reduce to have the urge to get something out of karma. See, we all have the urge to get something out of karma. That is reduce that. Right? One. That can be done only by doing your karma. So do your karma. Do your duty. Whatever is niyatam kuru. Don't try to become American president. Try do whatever is there, whatever you are supposed to do, whatever is there, the guna ghadana in you, do that. That's all. If you are a tailor, do that. If you are a scientist, do that. That's it. So whatever is your guna ghadana, as per your combination of this sattva rajas tamo gunas, do that. But do it as a Bhagavad Arpanam, as a Ishvara Arpanam. And who is this Ishvara? The people and the plants and the environment. That is Bhagavan. So as a starting point, we can have an idol, we can have a temple, etc. Okay, that gives us the initiation or the training to see God in everything. Once we see God in everything, we see God everything around, in people, in animals, plants, also in temples, including temples. The temples and the idols and the worshipping this, all the pujas, etc. is included in this, not excluded. This is included in all the worships, all the work, in all karma we see God. That is what is Brahmarpana. So, Sharira Yatrapi Chate na prasiddhed agarmanaha. By not doing karma, by not doing your duty, the purpose of this life is wasted. It will not be fulfilled. The purpose of life is two things: Sanjita karma, to be burnt by jnanam, and prarabdha karma, to be finished at least by before the last breath. At least. Doesn't mean that you should wait for the last breath. We should get rid of it in between only. When we are hale and healthy, we should get rid of it. After that, the body does whatever is supposed to do. Like as Vidyaranya Swami says, like a leaf in the wind. You know, leaf which is flying in the wind. It goes wherever it wants. You know, like that. That life will be like that. It's all beautiful everywhere. Not seeing any ragadvesham. Not seeing something you see. Like both are not there. Both are not there. A steady mind, right? Maitri, Karuna, all that qualities will be there in us. That is the meaning of 8th verse. Niyatam kuru karmatvam karmajyayo hyagarmanaha sharira yatra pichate na prasiddheda karmanaha. Now the question comes, okay, hey Bhagavan, you are saying that we must do our karma, we must do our duty. Will it not increase our karma vasana? There can be a doubt. You are saying, okay, you must do your karma. I am saying I will not do the karma. Better not to do, so that I don't accumulate my karma vasana. You are saying, you do your karma. Will it not cause an increase? Bhagavan says, 9th verse, Yajñarthat karmanonyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sangas samachara. See, 7th verse was a definition of karma yoga, and 9th verse is a definition of yajñam. What do you mean by yajñam? That is the perfect definition here. Hey Kaunteya, hey Arjuna, yajñarthat anyatra karmanaha. Any karma which is not in the form of yajña. Okay, leave the part yajña, we will explain it. Okay. Anyatra karmanaha, yajñarthat anyatra karmanaha. Any work that you do not as yajna, okay, not as yajna. Yajna meaning that is the definition of this. So we will leave yajna there. Ayam lokaha, this world, karma bandhanaha. This world becomes bandham. This world becomes a bondage only when the karmas are done not as yajna. So what does that mean? It means that if we do our karma not as yajna, this is going to bind you. Correct? Now you connect it with the karma yogam to be done as Ishwararpanam. So what it means? Yajna means karma that is performed as an offering is yajna. Yajna need not be, yajna need not be only putting house or ghee into the fire. That is also yajna, there is no doubt about it. But that is not the only thing, because the Bhagavad Gita is for everyone in this world. Bhagavad Gita is not only for the people who do yaga or yajna, but this is applicable to each one of us. Everyone in this world will be benefited by this book, this Bhagavad Gita. So here yajna shabda means anything that we do, we offer to God, not for me and mine. That is what is yajna. That is what is the yajna. Now second line, tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sangas samachara. Tadartham. Because of that, mukta sangaha karma samachara. Be detached, not be attached with this mukta sangaha karma samachara. Do your duty. See, Bhagavan is also repeating the same thing again and again. Don't think I am only the one who is repeating. Bhagavan is repeating the same thing. That is why I am repeating. Okay, so see, if you take my previous class, if somebody has recorded, you will find the same thing. What is there? It is the same thing. It is the same thing Bhagavan is saying. 700 verses, it is the same thing. Mukta sangaha means what? Don't be attached. Mukta sangaha samachara. Do it. Yajnarthat karmanonyatra logoyam karma bandhanaha tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sanga samachara. So, any work that is done not for the personal benefit or not being attached to that is called yajna. Yajno vai Vishnuhu. Another definition in Veda. Yajno means Vishnuhu. Vishnu means, yajna means any karma that is. So that means what is Vishnu here? Now you can connect it both is Vishnu. Vishnu is that all your karma when it is done for the benefit of others is Vishnu. So that is Bhagavan. So the work that we do, the karma that we do, for the benefit of others, for the benefit of everyone around us, is yajna. That itself is Bhagavan. See, work is worship. We have heard, in WhatsApps, work is worship. What does that mean? This is what it is. Work is worship. Work is God. God is love, etc. All this is because of this. Any work, anything that we do for the benefit of others is what is yajna. Even in yagas, yajnas, if you see Om Agnaye Swaha, Agnaye Idannamama, Somaya Swaha, Somaya Idannamama, Agnaye Swishtagrade Swaha, Agnaye Swishtagrada Idannamama. Idam Namama is not mine. The idam namama, all the yagas, yajnas, anything ahuti that you put inside in the fire is, when we do that, immediately we say idam namama, it's not mine. Idam namama, it's not mine. But while performing without understanding that Agnaye Swaha, Agnaye Idam Namama, when we do, the person is saying Idam Namama, but thinking some everything I want, it's wrong. Idam Namama, when you say it's not mine, so we have to think also it's not mine. Idam Namama, it's not mine. There is nothing that is mine. So the offering that we do, even in the fire, the house that we put inside the fire, Idam Namama, it's not mine, it's yours. It's yours. There is nothing mine here. That attitude, developing of that attitude is what is yajna. So if you take the karma kanda, all the performances in the karma kanda, all the rituals that is done in the karma kanda are to be dealt with or to be carried out with this notion that idam namama, it's not mine. This is not mine. This is not mine, this is not mine, this is not mine. That is how we are doing everything, all the yagas, yajnas, and then giving dhanam, yajnam, tapas, whatever you do. Anything that we do, in rituals even, So rituals is included in life. So rituals is included in life. So there, idam na mama, with that attitude, yajnarthat, yajna shabdam, this is a definition, yajnarthat karmanonyatra logoyam karma bandhanaha tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sangas samachara. So the havis or the ajyam, the ghee that we put inside the fire, it is, we are actually the karma vasana, the whatever karma vasana is there in us, okay, the tendency to do, the instincts that is there, that is what we are pouring into the fire. That is how it is. So all that to be burnt, that is the symbolic representation of burning the karma vasana. The same thing when we do our actions, when we do whatever job we do, whatever work we do, doesn't matter. There is no inferior work, there is no superior work, nothing. Anything that we do, even in Adhyatmam, if somebody is doing for his glory, somebody is doing for his own glory, if he is giving a lecture, suppose I am giving this Bhagavad Gita lecture for my glory or for my name to be spread all over the world or something like that, I am falling down. So the whatever I am doing, even this is Brahmarpanam, because all are Brahman here. So with this attitude, even I have to do my job as now taking a class with you. So this is how we have to understand every work. This is how we have to understand every work. Let it be IT section, let it be a scientist, or let it be a doctor, let it be a scientist, or let it be an engineer, or any work that we do. He can be somebody who is working in the municipality, or who is taking care of the gutters, cleaning the gutters, cleaning the road, cleaning the environment, planting trees, or anything, any work. If that person, if that jiva realizes this karma yoga, realizes this with this knowledge, when he is doing, it's not necessary to know Bhagavad Gita. Okay, the point, it's not necessary to know Bhagavad Gita or what is Bhagavan, etc. Not necessary to know all these shastras. If that person is doing his job for the benefit of people around, without any ego in him, without boosting any personal ego or money, etc., that person is enlightened. If you ask him one verse of Bhagavad Gita also, that person may not be able to chant. Does that mean he is not enlightened? He has realized the self. He has realized it. He has understood it. So not necessary to know Shastras. Shastras are Vedaha, Avedaha. Not required. Vedas are not required. This is what is required. See God in everything here, including self. Everything is, there is no self. Why there is self? Self is even an ocean. The Jivatma, which we say, the Jiva is an ocean. There is no Jiva as such. There is only God here. Even that is a reflection of the consciousness. We discussed this one day. The Jivatma is a reflection of Atma. The consciousness, the Jivatma is that Aham which is coming out. Is a reflection. Know it. That's it. Who is knowing it? This Jiva only knows it. Jiva knows that Aham Brahmasmi. When he realizes Aham Brahmasmi, when he knows intellectually first, and then it becomes his true nature, that is realized soul. That is Jivan Mukti. So, we'll stop here. 9th verse. Yajnarthat karmanonyatra logoyam karma bandhanaha tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sangas samachara. So here Bhagavan defines yajnam in the 9th verse, and the 7th verse is the definition of karma yogam. So from the 10th onwards, 10th is about Srishti, etc. This is a beautiful verse where I think that will need a lot of explanation. The 10th verse we will continue in our next class. And for those who are new, the Namadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Harihi Om Tatsat Brahma. Okay. Thank you.